Perfect. So we are lucky we reminded before this. Click on create. And these three are a huge impact with your accounting level. I'll tell you. Creation method. Manual in the sense manual receipt. Upload through our spreadsheet also is a manual here in receipt. Automatic means yesterday I explained, right? Lockbox. For the lockbox kind of thing, we will use automatic. This is for bills receivables. Normal bills receivable or remitted bills receivable we will use. Keep it as manual, right? Automatic receipts keep it as automatic receivable. There will be one more tab. It will be populated under your remittance bank account. Now keep it as manual. Now these two very important. Okay, listen to this carefully. Remittance method. What is mean by remittance method? Anyone have idea what is remittance?
The amount has been received like that.
Correct. Exactly. Amount has been received. That is called as remittance. Okay. Coming to this one, I will explain the first. I will explain the receipt status and receipt state. State is different. Status is different. I will explain the difference. Okay. Status. There will be three status of your receipts. One is confirmation. Another one is remitted. Another one is cleared. When confirmation will come, when we create a receipt. What is meant by confirmation? Confirmed receipt. When we create a receipt, when we will create a receipt, when the customer gives us the information saying I had paid to you, right? So in our AP we will send a supplier remittance advice, right, to them saying I have paid you. Like that we will receive a confirmation from our customer, I have paid you. At that time you will create a receipt called confirmed status, confirmed from my customer. That's it. It is not received yet to my bank account. Okay. 1 minute case, 1 minute. Sorry guys. Sorry. So recording started. I'm on unmute. Okay, fine. So coming to this, so receipt confirmation is you get a message from your customer and you created a receipt in confirmed status. Then remitted, as Ganesh or someone told, right? Remitted means when we received the amount in our bank account. Okay, in net banking you will get a message, right, or email from the bank saying you have received, you have credited with this particular amount. Once the message comes, you will remit it. You have to do one particular transaction called create a remittance batch. We will do that one. Create remittance batch. Okay, once the remittance batch is done, then our transaction will move to remitted status. Okay, now then cleared, you know, we saw in AP payment, right? Same as cleared means you have to reconcile this with your bank statement. Once cash management reconciliation is done, automatically your receipt status will change to cleared. Okay guys, clear with the status, right?
Testing.
Perfect. Now remittance method. Coming to this setup, leave this two. This is for your bills receivable. Again, leave this two. Only this two is our worry, right? Standard means it your whenever you are creating a receipt with this receipt method, automatically your receipt first status will be confirmed. Then you have to do a remittance. Then you have to clear it. But when you keep it to no remittance, no remittance, the name itself says, right, remittance not required, no remittance, then automatically your receipt will be your initial, when you create the receipt, your receipt status will be remitted. Clear guys? Okay. Okay, fine. So remember this remittance status is very important. When you keep standard, it will follow the standard procedure. What is the standard procedure? Confirmed to remitted, remitted to clear. It is a standard procedure. I'm saying specifically no remittance. Remittance is not required. I don't want to do the remittance. Let me create a receipt in the direct remitted status itself. That's your remitted method. Okay, based on this, accounting will differ. Okay, we'll discuss that one next. Then clearance method. What is mean by clearing? Leave this automatic clearing. Automatic clearing means when we will use it, we will use only for your automatic. Okay, directly means your receipt will be created with a status as cleared. Directly your remit will be cleared. No remittance is required, no clearance is required, nothing. Directly your receipt status will be cleared. Okay, so that is directly. By matching means, as usual, you have to match with your bank statement line. Okay, this is your remittance state. This two thing will affect your receipt status. Okay, be clear on this. The two setups will affect your receipt status. Now, coming to state, what is state? Okay, when you create a receipt, you have created the receipt and not yet applied it to the transaction. Okay, we have to create a receipt, add open receivables, and we have to select the transaction will be in open status, right? Open status in the sense 1 lakh is open, not yet paid by the customer, but you have actually received the amount. So when you receive the amount, you have to apply to the transaction saying this invoice is closed. So that process is called applied. We will see that one. When it is not applied, it will be applied. These two are combinations. Okay, confirmed and unapplied state will be there. Okay, remitted and unapplied state will also be there. Even cleared also and unapplied will be there. Okay, this is based on your money received or not, money cleared in my cash management or not. This is receipt to cash management. This is receipt to your transaction. Okay, unapplied means you are not applied. Applied means you have applied. Unidentified means you have created receipt. Okay, but not selected the customer. So you have received money, you don't know from which customer you have received the money. You will not select the customer. That is called as unidentified. I cannot able to identify from money where this comes from. That is called unidentified. Finally, on account. What is on account? When you create a receipt 1 lakh worth, their invoice is just 50,000 as open invoice. He had paid 1 lakh for you. Similar to prepayment, we pay 1 lakh for you, and he is saying, don't give me the refund, keep it on my account. Whenever I am purchasing anything new from you, I will use this amount to be applied. It's like similar to a prepayment. That is your on account. On account we can keep. This is all your receipt state. Guys, 3 of you, please confirm you are clear with this. Otherwise, I will take it again.
This direct and automatic. That one alone. You explain again.
This one, right? Ganesh, this one?
Yes.
Okay. Directly means, see, what is clearing in AP? How did we clear our AP invoice? Sorry, AP payment with a bank statement in cash management. You reconcile, right? So by matching, if you keep, your reconciliation is required. If you keep direct match, your reconciliation is not required. Your receipt will be directly in the cleared status.
Then automatic clearing, that one.
No, that is for your. I told right. That is for your automatic receipts.
Okay, got it. You not went to that.
When you create automatic receipt, what does it mean? It is coming from your bank account. Your bank is sending the file, so it is already reconciled there itself, right? In bank account also, we received the payment. That's why he is sending the file. So if you keep automatic clearing means automatically clear by when I upload this as an automatic receipt. By matching means matching directly means required. It doesn't require automatically clear in system. Clear, Ganesh?
Okay, clear.
Perfect. So Mogan, Alana, Ganesh, everyone clear on this receipt state and status, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now let's go to accounting. Okay, you guys have to answer me the accounting. Okay, what is a transaction accounting? Yes, anyone? I have the answer here, but tell me, anyone. Ganesh Babu.
Sorry, what is your question?
When we create a transaction, what is the accounting?
Transaction, it should be like receipts to revenue account.
Correct. Receipts not receivable.
Oh, receivable. Sorry.
Receivable. We say it as receivable. In AP, it will be liability. Correct. Liability to expense. Okay, this will be credit, and this will be debit, right? So liability means we have to pay something to a supplier. So similar, receivable means we have to receive something from my customers. This is your AR transaction accounting entry. What will be your receipt accounting? Okay, let me put it this way. Liability, credit, expense, debit in your AP invoice, right? Here, when you make payment, what is your entry, Ganesh?
Making the payment, it should be liability to cash.
Liability will debit and cash
It
will be
should be
credit.
cash to receivables in receipts.
Correct. So cash debit to receivables will be credited, right? Here you are receiving the cash. You are entered amount saying I want to 1,000 I want to do and I want to get. Here you are knocking off. Receivable is knocked off. Your revenue has been recorded and your cash has been recorded, right? It's the same similar concept between AP. Now it's not such a similar as AP payment. It will be changed. This is your final account. Actually, this should what happen. Okay, revenue will be credited and finally your cash should have been debited. This is your final account. But according to the receipt status and according to the receipt state, your accounting entry will change. Okay, I will tell you how. Now, this is your confirmed receipt. Okay, what will be the accounting? Give a try, Ganesh.
It should be like confirmed receipts to unapplied one.
No, you have to ask a question. When I ask this, you have to ask a question me back. Whenever interview persons ask you, ask them a question. What is the receipt accounting? Simply say them. Receipt accounting is cash to receivables, but according to the status and state, it will change. And when it is confirmed status and the state is applied, it is different. When a confirmed status and state is unapplied, it is different. Okay. Now this is confirmed receipt and unapplied receipt. Okay, you want to know the state and status, then only you can tell the accounting entry, or else you cannot tell the accounting entry. Your so we have many interviews, I will ask this question. This will be my primary question, and whenever person not whenever person not asking about the status and state, directly answering cash to receivable means simply I can know they doesn't have depth knowledge in this. We can identify easily through that. Okay, first itself, guys, remember, whenever anyone asks receipts accounting, ask them what is the status and what is the state. Okay, now my status is confirmed, my state is unapplied. What will be my accounting? You are right, confirmed will debit. What will be?
Unapplied. Unapplied credit.
Correct, that's it. Unapplied will be your credit. Now confirmed and applied, what will be your accounting entry?
Unapplied receipt to
No, don't come in this way. This is separate receipt, this is separate receipt, leave that.
applied one.
Now
Confirmed and applied, it should be like
it is applied, right? There is no applied account.
confirmed to
What is that? Confirmed to
receivables.
correct. Receivables will be credited. That's it. You are applied to the transaction, so you are knocking off your receivables. Your AR invoice is closed now, it's not open anymore, so you have to knock off your receivable account, right? So it is confirmed to this receivables. Okay, let me put it this way. First you have hit applied, unapplied only, then you applied it. What will be the accounting entry now?
Unapplied debit to applied credit.
Applied. No applied. Don't use the word applied account. That nothing applied account. Receivables. Applied means receivables.
Okay.
So tell me now.
It should be like applied to receivables.
Applied again.
Okay, sorry. Confirmed and applied.
Okay, simple. I will tell you. So now what will happen? First of all, your confirmed account, we have to remove the balance from that. Correct? Oh, sorry. Confirmed will be there. One second. I confused you. No. So it is yet in confirmed, not yet applied, right? So your unapplied will be debited and
applied will be credit.
Not
sorry.
Please use term receivables.
Receivable. Okay.
Your receivables will be credited. This is your accounting entry. Okay. Then later, now, guys, Ganesh, Mohan, understanding this one? Other Ganesh and Mohan.
Yes, Steve. Slowly understanding.
Okay. Mohan?
So, A little bit I'm trying to understand. This accounting and all I'm not sure. So,
Very simple, Mohan. See, just imagine what you are doing in accounting. You are moving the balance accordingly to the status, right? Say transaction, you have to receive some amount from your customer. He purchased something from you. You have to receive some amount. So you are putting it in debit receivables. When you make cash, you are crediting your receivables. You're knocking off. I have to receive. He paid me. I am removing the balance. Increasing the balance and removing the balance is the gameplay here. That's what we are doing here. Okay. So try to understand based on the status what you are doing now. Coming to it is applied now, right, Ganesh? Now I have remitted this receipt. What will be my accounting?
Um, Applied to receivables.
Please don't use applied.
Uh, but
No, see, slowly understand. See, this has been knocked off,
okay,
right? This has been knocked off,
okay.
right? What is pending now?
Confirmed.
So confirm should be knocked off now, right? Because you are moving confirmed receipt to remitted receipt, right?
Okay.
So confirm should be knocked off. Now confirmed is knocked off. What will come here? Remitted is your cash clearing again.
Okay.
So now it will be cash clearing account, or else we'll call as remitted receipts, remitted accounts.
Okay.
Remitted account will be debited. So now your see this accounting entry, debit, there is a receivable debit, there is a receivable credit, so balance knocked off. There is a debit confirmed, there is a debit again in credit, balance knocked off from the confirmed, and then unapplied also got knocked off. Now where the balance is sitting? Your balance is sitting only in your remitted account. Now from your remitted status, you are now moving to cleared. You are cleared with your cash management. Okay. What will be the accounting entry now? Yes, Ganesh.
Okay, it should be cash clearing.
Cash.
Cash.
Right. So your balance is now comes to your AP payment. Okay. In AP payment, what we'll do? We'll give cash clearing and we'll knock off the cash clearing. Actual cash will be credited. Right here, you have to receive the cash. It isn't remitted. I'm knocking off the remitted now, and after cleared, I'm putting the balance in cash. Got it, Ganesh?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Free. Yeah.
1 minute. I'm getting a call. Sorry, guys. Delivery thing. Okay. So, guys, clear?
Sri, I had a doubt.
Yes, please.
Like when I came to know, like these are the accounting entries in the sense. Suppose first one it should be like unidentified, right? It should be like
Yes. See,
there is
I have not
remittance.
started the scenario as unidentified. See,
Okay.
unidentified, it will not come. Okay, unless until you are not selecting your customer only, it will come. Usually, we will select the customer.
Okay.
That is an exceptional scenario. That's why I'm not putting it into this.
Okay.
Next scenarios I will start with the unidentified only. Usually it will be in confirmed when you keep receipt method creation. Sorry, remittance method as where is our instance? Remittance method as standard means this is a procedure, right? It will start with confirmed. If you applied, see unapplied also won't come into the scenario, Ganesh. If you are while creating the receipt itself, when you created the receipt and applied the transaction also and account it means directly this account will come, not this account will come. It will be a confirmed debit and receivables credit. No more unapplied is there, correct?
Correct.
So that's based on your scenario. So unidentified means you can keep unidentified also. So coming to this, let's put it this scenario, same scenario. So this is new receipt. I don't want to touch that. Same scenario with, let me include one line for unidentified receipt. Tell me the entry now.
It should be like confirmed to unidentified.
Correct. That's it. 1 minute. Right, confirm to unidentified. Then you have selected your customer. What will be the next entry?
It should be like unidentified to uh, we are applied, right, or not applied?
Unapplied.
Unapplied in the sense unapplied credit.
That's it. You are right. So now you have removed this balance and putting this balance in this. Now you are remitting the receipt. So what will happen? Again, unapplied will get knocked off. Sorry, no, applying the receipt. Applying the receipt means unapplied will get knocked off. But you are remitting the receipt means this remittance account. Where is that remittance? Remittance comes into pay. This confirmed will get knocked off. This may be bit tricky and confusing, but see, one basic rule, guys. One basic rule. Okay, what is the status? Unidentified. What is meant by unidentified? There is no customer selected, so unidentified comes into play. When the customer is selected, I need to remove this unidentified account. That's it. Remember this. When unapplied, I have not applied any transaction. When I apply any transaction, I need to remove this account. Remove this account means knock off this account. Applied, when coming to applied means how to knock off the unapplied account. Remitted means how to knock off my confirmed. Confirmed is my initial status, right? When I remitted means I have to remove my balance from my confirmed. When it is cleared means I have to remove my balance from my remitted and finally hit my cash. That's it. Got it, guys? I think Morgan has to.
Yes, got it actually. Now clear.
Hey, if possible, after all our sessions, could you please teach this accounting separately?
Accounting is really not covered in this one. See, I can give you some notes or links. First, try to understand. Learn this one first.
Okay.
Okay, learn this one. You will get to understand everything. Just type golden rules of accounting. It will tell 3 golden rules are there. That golden rules you can understand. Once the golden rules you understood, you will understand what we are doing. Okay. So these are the golden rules. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. The third rule will be different. Debit the expense and losses, credit the income. Okay, learn these 3 rules. Get some video from YouTube. You will understand these 3 rules. Once back to this one, you will understand why we are debiting this one. Why? See, generally it's a revenue, right? You have to increase the revenue account, correct? When it's a revenue, you should put it in a positive amount. Why I am crediting here? Because this is your golden rule. What is golden rule says? When it expense, debit it. Debit expense and losses, credit income and gain. When this will come? This will come into play only when your account type is income and revenue. Okay, there are some rules. Try to learn this. You will understand this accounting.
Okay, sure.
So that's it about your yes, please rules.
Straight one quick question again, the same question only. In short, actually, in cash management, reconciliation is there, right? In that this method, could you go on this screen, instant screen? Once again, which will appear in cash management, which will not appear in cash management reconciliation. That alone I still confusing.
Okay, simple. I will ask you one question. In cash management, we define one rules, right? Auto
Yes.
reconciliation rules. What is the name of the class?
Correct. Um, that name, matching roles. Yes, correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
what it is saying? It is matching something, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So when you keep by matching means
Okay, got it. It will appear on auto. Okay, then direct will not appear. Huh?
direct will not appear. Your receipt status
Yeah,
directly
correct.
will be
Yes. Okay.
cleared.
Okay. Got it, Steve. Thank you.
Okay, Ganesh, perfect. So see, this two simple lines has how many impacts you see, right? So many impacts on your accountings. There will be questions on this. One of the key concept in your receivables. See, guys, I tell you, uh, when you are answering this receipt accounting, cash management, MT940 upload, automatic reconciliation rules, and then your intercompany. Okay, GL and all, you know, obviously there's a basic setup. You have to answer AP, GL and all. If this three as additional you explain, I assure you, you will not fail in the interview. Assuredly, you will be selected. Mm, when you have 100 resources, only 10 resources will be strong with all these modules, all the modules. I'm not saying 10 resources only strong with intercompany and cash management. Some cases I've seen person who are working in a bigger organization, they will work in one only module. If they ask them intercompany or cash management two modules, any question they will answer from the point to point. They will even explain every fields. But when you ask the GL what is balancing segment value, they will struggle because they have worked only on those modules. Those cases are also there. But if you answer that four modules, adding intercompany and explain this accountings and all, accounting explanations and your cash management uploads, guaranteed interviewer will be impressed and will select you. Okay, so these are very key important. Ganesh understood. Ganesh understood. Morgan put effort on this accounting. It will be helpful for you going in a career.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so then let me cancel this. Search an existing receipt method. See, lazy guys. No one is using manual. Here it is there. Manual with standard is there, but they are using clear method as automatic. Okay, that's okay. Okay, let's go into this. Here, what he said, EFT, electronic fund transfer. EFT, what he says, manual, no remittance. So directly your receipt will create in remittance status, and it is also directly cleared. He says, okay, he's using that directly cleared. It's purely the customer's requirement. I don't want to reconcile with my cash management. Only directly clear it. I don't worry means it's absolutely their requirement again. Okay. Now we have seen receipt class. Now receipt method. Nothing big one. This is you have to just this is DFF. Provide the name. Provide the printed name you want to print in the receipt. Start date, effective date. Debit memo inherits receipt number. When you do any debit memo reversal, should the receipt number should also be copied with your debit memo. Like this is your receipt number. When you are doing debit memo reversal, it will be like DM12, then 45677. Your receipt number will be inherited with this. That's it. That's the option. This is that. Coming to remittance bank account. Okay, you have to click on plus. Select your bank account, branch account. It has to be defined in your bank account setup. We saw, right? Receivable option as their account use. You have to enable that. Coming to this primary and override bank. For this business unit, if you have 10 bank account, which one should default? Enable this primary. This override bank, very important. Enable for everything. I will tell you why the reason. When it is in a confirmed status, what does it mean? It doesn't hit my bank account, right? So your customer says, I have been transferred to your SBI account, but you had wrongly made transfer to your HDFC account. So you have created a receipt to confirm the status with your SBI account. But when you try to remit, you have to change, right? It is actually received in HDFC. So when you allow this override bank option, only you can change the bank account after the receipt created, or else you have to cancel the reverse the receipt and create a new receipt. Clear? Override bank. This override bank, when we are doing a remittance one, will override bank. Okay. Now, minimum receipt amount, clearing days, how many days you have to add a risk elimination days. You have received the receipt, not yet applied. How many days the maturity? This is for your purely for bills receivable, and effective start date, effective end date. Okay, that's it. This is your GL accounts. See, we saw the status, right? Many status. See, on account is also there is a status. Okay, when on account, what will be the accounting entry? Ganesh, it will be on account will be debited, and whatever receipt status accordingly it will be getting credited, right? So on account is also there. So coming to this, when it is cleared, your system will use account from here only. When it is in a confirm status, this account combination only will come. See, auto accounting rules will only work for transaction, not for receipt. Don't confuse. Yes, last session we saw auto accounting rules, right? That auto accounting rules only will work for AR transactions, not for receipt. Receipt accounting, completely your accounting will get picked from here only. When your receipt is in cleared status, cash will pick from here. When receipt is in confirm status, confirm account will pick from here. Remittance status, remittance account will pick from here. This is for your bills receivables. Unapplied status, unapplied will be picked from here. Unidentified, on account, unearned discount, earned discount. Discount accounting entry will come based on your receivable activity. We saw, right, receivable activity yesterday. While creating activity GL account and all that, right? While you have to create receivable activity, and then only you can come here. Then only you can select your discount receivable activity here. Okay, why receive discounts is given at receipt level? Because receipt discount, how it is calculated based on your due date only. If you pay before the due date or discount date, you will get, right? So when the payment received only, you can confirm. At receipt level only we are receiving the payment, so it is given at your discounts at your receipt level. Again, you know what is unearned and earned discount, I explained yesterday. So that's it. Claim is investigation, it's again your receivable activity is used in different cases. Okay guys, now my question, why this fields are grayed off? This confirmed and remitters, why it is grayed off? Ganesh, Mohan,
Because it is direct actually.
exactly, perfect. That's the reason. It is directly cleared. Okay, when it directly cleared, confirmation and remittance account has no role, right? Only it is asking for your cash role. So when I go back, this is no remittance. It is also directly this one by matching. Let me go through this. See, now you can able to provide remittance. Why not confirmation account? Ganesh, yes.
They have disabled. Before that, you showed on it, right? Directly remittance.
Remittance method. So they have given us no remittance. If no remittance means what I told, your receipt will directly create with a remitted status. Confirm status will not come, right? So doesn't need to provide the confirmation account, right? You can see this. Remitted status is no remittance. Let us see once standard. This is standard. And again it is cleared. Let us check once. Yes, if you keep standard means it is asking for your confirmation and your remittance account. Reason is, if you keep standard means it will follow confirmed to this one. Your clearance status only will be your cleared. Okay guys, clear now based on this why it is populating error. It's not important, but I'm just checking the status and accounting impacts. That's it about your receipt classes and methods. Any doubts in this? Okay, no doubts. Okay, your receipt, where is my receipt class and method? This is done. and we will go to document sequence. Same, it's very similar to payable, nothing different, same, but you have to do it set up in different task. That's it.
One more doubt, Sri. Here, this receipt classes and method is right. Right, method we saw now. Classes method we will attach to class.
No,
Uh,
not about we will attach to class. Under the class only we will create the methods. Let me show you. See, the options and all there, right? No remittance directly. Where we are defining? We are defining at the classes only.
okay, okay,
See, I'll show you this. This is your class. Under this only receipt method is there. You can add multiple receipt methods under the class.
In transaction window or receipt clearing window, we will use only classes, right?
Methods.
In methods, okay, okay.
Only methods, not classes.
Okay.
See again, document sequence. Provide your document sequence name. Application as receivable. We selected payables at payables. Here, which one? Transaction or receipt? If it is transaction, you are doing for transaction, select transaction. This one. If you're doing for receipt, select receipt. This one. That's it. Let me do for receipt. Okay, again type same, automatic, gapless, manual, gapless, similar. Determined by business unit, ledger or legal entity, ledger. Put your 010101 date, or you can put a date range if you are using for year. And again initial, what is my initial number? Validate transaction date mean it won't allow us to enter only chronological, like means today means yesterday's transaction. Yesterday you cannot enter. Display message when there is no setup is done, display me the, when there is no assignment is done, display me the message. You have not assigned any document sequence. Okay, this is our document sequence level. Now document sequence assignment. What will come here? Anyone? What is this LOV? Your receipt, right? Your receipt methods. If it is transaction, your transaction types. Against your transaction type and against your receipt method only, we can generate our document sequence. So which one I can use? Let me select for ORA. ORA means it will come ORA APR netting ER. See, be careful with this application short name. Everything will come here. You should be careful with this. Okay, let me search for any caches there. Yeah, cash check deposit is there. This is your receipt method. Again, automatic means it will only work for your automatic receipts. Manual mean manual receipt. Leave it as blank. Document sequence will work for everything, both automatic and manual. So put the start date. Your start date should be within the start date of this start date, and select your ledger value. To which ledger value I am assigning this. That's it about document sequence. Any doubts in this?
See this category where it will come, it will defaulted or we will create some
automatically created. See, when I create on receipt method now, it will automatically created in this LOB.
Okay.
Some cases, if it is not created, you have to go to a setup called document sequence category, add it manually. That's it about your document sequence. Okay, coming to memo link, right? Okay, so one question for you guys to just check auto accounting you have seen or not. See, auto accounting, where all we can fetch the accounting? Anyone? From which sources we can?
Types.
Yes, please.
Salesperson, sites.
The answer is here itself, Ganesh. Salesperson, site, transaction type, and one more thing is your line will be there. See this.
Okay.
What is this account? I'm in a different account. Okay, let me select receivable line. Sorry, revenue line. Receivable won't be available in this one. Revenue line means you will see one more field, standard lines. Okay, let's see transaction type. You know where we will provide. Salesperson, I will show the setup where we have to provide. Site, customer site level we will provide. We'll see that one also. Reference account. Transaction type we saw the reference accounts. Now standard line. What is the standard line? If I keep standard line, where it will be picked from? It will pick from my standard memo lines or from my item level setup. I can provide revenue account. From there it will pick. Okay, let's see this memo line. See, when I'm giving at item level, why this memo line level it is required, we'll understand that one. Okay, coming to memo line, what is meant by memo line? Okay, which business scenario they will use this memo lines? Okay, memo line will be used in the AR invoice when you are selling services. Okay, when you are selling a product, it will come from your item. When you are selling your services, you have to select the memo line. The best example of selling service company is shipping companies: CMA, CGM, Transworld, Meshrick. So this, sorry, not Meshrick, some other company I remember, some other company. Okay, so those are shipping companies. They won't have any product to sell. They are doing only services. Pick up from here, drop from there, right? In this case, what they will do, they will create multiple memo lines like liner, container. So based on their services, they will create memo lines. They cannot select the item, right? If they are not selecting the items, they have to use memo lines. Now click on plus. Again the set will come into play. Provide a memo line name, description, this one, line or chargeback, charges, line, debit memo, reversal, tax. So everything can be created using your memo line. Keep it as line. Line means only your services. Any default tax classification code, if I use this, see, in cases of if you are delivering any particular goods, particular service goods, taxation might be different, right? You are delivering any car means taxation might be different. You are delivering shipping any other product, taxation might be. So particular any taxation code, select here. This unit of measure, unit of list invoicing rule. This unit of list price means, see, for this memo line, this is the price for each memo lines. This is a unit of measure. How do I measure? See, this I am using 10 boxes for in this invoices to ship my thing. This will be created from your SCM and they will give you. Okay. Next, invoicing rule also. Earlier and advance you can select here. This rule is your, what is my revenue recognition rule. Okay, this is used when you have revenue module, unless we will not use this. And coming to this, from to date, this one DFF. Again here is your reference accounts. Anywhere if you see reference accounts, there and all you can use auto accounting. Okay, select your business unit and give your revenue account. Here you can see only revenue account, right? So if you go to auto accounting setup, try to do for a receivable or auto invoice clearing, anything, this standard memo line option will not be available. Means standard lines option will not be available. If you choose revenue only, your standard line option will be available at the auto accounting. Clear guys what I'm saying? So this is your memo line. This in real time case, your service based company will use this memo line. So it's purely for accounting purpose. How to recognize my account? When I'm not recognizing my account from my item level, then I have to recognize from my service level, right? So it is useful here. Again, you can capture your auto accounting anywhere revenue. It's according to your customer requirement. This requirement they can use this. Okay team, clear on standard memo line? Can I move to the next topic? Okay. Are we not clear means tell me, I will explain it again.
Previously, there is something called auto invoice, auto receipt. There is different now comparing to this.
Auto invoice program is used to import your AR invoices. Auto receipt is used to create your receipts from your logbox.
Okay. This one we will see in this session, or I mean in your.
We will see auto invoice.
Okay.
Logbox you will not see. We will see auto invoice. We will see. manage auto invoice line. You will use the transaction to create from FBDA file. We will create a transaction and we'll make purposefully error. We will open the interface table and we will see the correction how to do that. We'll see again, guys. These are the setups. When I'm creating transaction, when we are trying to complete it, some issues will be there. At the time, I will show you we will go to the auto accounting setup and we'll understand where and all I'm giving the rule, but I'm not given the account, so it is coming. We'll understand the auto accounting at the time also. When I create receipt, we will create this kind of receipts, right? Type of receipt. Unapplied receipt I will create, on account receipt I will create, unidentified I will create. So at the time of creation also you will see the accounting. But where this is coming from, how this getting influenced is from your setup. Remember this setup while doing. See, always remember the setup, understand the setup. But when you are completely learn, no, not only listening to the max session, if you go session, come when we do our own sums, we will come to understand that somewhere we will lag. Okay, here I'm lagging, I want to use this like this. After the session completed, try to create one transaction, do the setups, try to create one debit memo, credit memo, try to load through FBDA, create on receipts. So when you are doing any module, when you are doing transactions only, you will come to understand full concept of your setups. Unless until we doesn't practice transaction, you will forget the setups. Okay guys, just a suggestion on that. Okay, now customer FBDI will come back. It's a customer creation and customer FBDI is quite simpler. When I explain customer creation, I show you the file, how to generate and what to be filled. When I explain the options here, you will understand. We'll touch base that one. Today we'll see statement cycle and receipt source and close the session. Tomorrow we'll start with the customer. No, let's try to complete. If we have a time 20 minutes, right, let's try to complete it quickly. These two are short setups. Statement cycle. Guys, one more thing. My 8:30 to 10 batch got completed by today. Okay, I'm not sure. I have to check, confirm with my person. And tomorrow, if it is completed by today, I will put a message in the group. Tomorrow, our session we can have at 8:30 to 10. Is it okay for you?
Yes, okay, sir. Fine, that is.
Okay. Other Ganesh?
Good.
Hearing you?
Yeah, it's fine, Street.
Fine. Okay. So Morgan?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, perfect. So just put in the group. Let Kiran. Kiran already requested, I guess, for 8:30 to 10. Okay, let me check with you. My next batch will start, I think, after August 15th only. So until that, we can use this timing 8:30 to 10. Okay. Now, manage statement cycles. One second, let me drink some water. Okay, statement cycles. We have to create this to run a aging report. Okay, while running a aging report, statement cycle will be a mandatory parameter. Okay, let me put interval and month and set. Simple. This one is very simple setup. Enter monthly, select the intervals, weekly, quarterly, or okay. Statement generate on the same day each. Okay, now come scroll down, click on plus, select your business unit and select your statement date. See, monthly interval, that's okay. When you should generate the statement and send it to your customer? 25th of every month, January 25th, February 25th. If you want 31st of every month, select here. You want to define here, you can use this in your statement sending program, then only accordingly. See, this, if we give this 26 to 25 is your statement period, that statement will be sent to your customer, right? So we can decide your statement cycles here. Any doubts on this thing? So this is very simpler one. And okay, so we will also run aging report. At the time aging report, if you are not finding any statement cycle in the LOV, come back to the setup define under this whichever BU you want to run the aging report, then only statement cycles will be available there. Clearly, statement cycle impact is report only, nothing in your AR transaction and AR receipts. Coming to receipt source, so we have seen receipt method, like similar as transaction type, we have seen receipt method. Now transaction source is there, right? Like that, receipt source, where my receipt is coming from. There are two sources as usual, automatic and manual. Automatic receipts is used for your log box, okay, not upload receipts. Automatic receipts is used for your log box. Select your business unit, provide a name. Automatic means your log box, you cannot use it for manual creation. Manual means your manual receipt creation, and your spreadsheet upload also comes under manual. But in case of transaction source, import means spreadsheet upload or coming from sales order, anything, it is imported. Only UI page you are going to create mean it is manual, but here it is different. Manual means UI page and spreadsheet upload, but from your logbox means it is automatic. Okay, numbering. Automatic means give automatic first, give the first number. Manual means enter the number at whenever you are doing. If you want to select any default classes, default method, default bank account, give a effective date, save and close. Very simple setup, no more impact. Either manual or this only gets an impact. That's it about your receipt source. Okay, we have a session of creating receipt through spreadsheet. At the time we will understand why receipt source, why we created receipt source. Reason is mandatory in your upload. If it doesn't give receipt source in your upload, you cannot load. That's the reason we are creating a receipt source. And there will be a confusion. See, like transaction source, what they will think, if I keep on automatic only, I can upload through this. No, that's not the case. Automatic is automatic is only for your logbox, not in our case. Okay, that's it about here. The only pending topic is customer manual and uploading through FBDA. Let's see manual customers, how to create a manual customers. Create customer. Okay, so there are two types of customer. One is person, one is organization. An individual person purchasing from you, like we are individual persons, right? We walk into the shop and purchase, we will be created as a person. Organization means if any organizations orders from you and purchases any goods, means it is organization. Provide a name as DUNS number, tax identification, classification, register ID automatically generate, account number also automatically generate, account established date, select any date you want, account description, account type, what type of account is this? Okay, external, internal. When we will choose internal? Guys, anyone?
Intercompany or intra-company association.
We will choose internal. That's it. When you are creating your legal entity as a customer, we have to choose as internal. Then account address set. Again, it's not against the BU. It's against your account address set. Okay. Now let me select this one. Okay. So your account address set, then provide address. See, again it will change according to the country, the fields will change. And see, remember this one, while going to upload, I will tell you, always customer upload will have this problem. I will tell you the reason. See, simple, in real time, AP, right? AP, you are working out in a country, India. Okay, your business is running in India. Maximum you have thousands of supplier. Thousands of supplier means if there is some more countries in the world, maximum 50 countries will be there. right? From 50 countries. I'm saying in a big case of business. Very less case of business means either suppliers will be more, 1000 2000 suppliers, but it will purely from selected countries, right? So while uploading suppliers, no problem of your not a big problem will be there for your address format. But coming to the customers will be across your globe. They will give a huge list for customer, 1 lakh customer load, 1 lakh customer, 2 lakh customer. What the problem will come from EBS, they are not using these formats. Okay, when we upload through the spreadsheet will not contain these names. It will just contain address line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, line 6. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 6. Okay. 5, line 5. Okay. Line 5 is there. Okay. Now, when you are giving country as Ukraine, generally what we will do, we will fill address 1 as a mandatory, right? But here address 1 is not mandatory. Your house number, locality, postcode is mandatory. You will not provide postcode, we will not provide locality and postcode. Then our upload will go into the error. Okay, this one challenge will be there while uploading the customer. So what I'm trying to say, according to each country, your format will differ. See this one, China and all, I think province and all will be there. Yes, province. And there is one more problem. See, this one, free text field, no issues. If you go to Ukraine, you can provide whatever data you want, right? It will, if you provide this also, it will take, because it's a free text field. But coming to this China, it's a problem. Some kind of countries, it's a problem. See, they are saying province from the LOV. List of values, you cannot give anything. You want to get the proper name available in this LOV. So getting this address from the customer is a headache always. So let me select Ukraine. Sorry, United States. Not select Ukraine. Oh, it got defaulted. Okay, so provide any address. My browser is giving a suggestion of the address. Okay, now this one is for your US, right? US sales tax insight limit, whatever you can enable. Accord site language, translated customer name, partner, these are all free text fields. Now coming to address purpose, this is one very important one. Put a site number will be generated. Now purpose, there are multiple purposes of your site. Okay, one is acknowledgement. Only acknowledgement will be sent to this customer for this site, or bill to which this site will send me the bills, means invoices. Here where they will pay from me for me. Bills of lading, correspondence, credit contact, credit memo, deliver this to his drawee. Is a drawee is used in a bills receivable case. Dunning, what is mean by dunning? Dunning is, see, when a customer cross the due date, okay, there are dunning letter setup such as collection module. So when your customer is sending some not paying properly, okay, he has crossed your 45 days of payment term. First 15 days you will send a soft dunning letter saying, dunning means threatening letter, okay, warning letter or threatening letter. Okay, you will send, you have to pay this amount, please pay. Next 15 days you have to pay this amount or else we have to take some actions. Third dunning letter, you not pay this amount, this is your case number we have filed against you. So if you want to send dunning letters, you have to keep this site purpose as dunning. Mainly what we will use, statements, you have to send statements, self-service user, all those things will come into place. Mainly we will use this to ship to, where I want to ship to, and bill to. Okay, these two only is mandatory. If you keep bill to only, you can create invoice. If you keep ship to only, you can create sales order. Unless and until, nothing cannot be done. Bill to and ship to as mandatory. If you want to associate this bill to ship to, drop down this, your bill to will be available, you can select. Okay, that's it. While creating, after creating you will see more tabs. Okay, let me save and close. 50116. Okay, now this is not like your supplier now. Okay, the structure is different. Supplier, if you go into supplier, you will find address, site assignment, right? Now it's different. This is your customer header, this is your account, this is your site. Under customer, you can have multiple accounts. Under each accounts, you can have multiple sites. Clear, team? So under a customer, there will be multiple accounts. Under each and every account, there can be multiple sites. Okay. So this is quite different. Okay. Now let me go at header level. What all options we can give? Relationship. If you want to add any other customer related to this customer, you can add your related customer over here. And tax profile. This is very important. Okay. The same options you will see. Whatever we have seen in supplier, controls, tax registrations, tax exemptions, classification codes, any withholding taxes applicable, same options. When going to taxation, we will understand this one. Profile history. This is just profile history of your customer. For this customer, who is my credit analyst? What is tolerance percentage I can accept for him? What is the risk code of this customer? Less risk, high risk, more risk. If you want to edit correct record, average, high, low risk. Credit rating, how is credit, is high risk or excellent guy, you will always pay me perfectly. Should I put credit hold? If you put credit hold, you cannot create invoices. This is similar to your hold all invoice, hold payment, same concept. Okay, so if you want to put credit limit, credit limit in the sense 1 lakh credit limit you are entering here. Already they have 1 lakh of invoice. If they are trying to create some more invoice more than 1 lakh open invoices, means it will put a credit hold saying first pay that, then come back to this, you can do it later, you can do purchase later from me. Okay, that's it. So that's it from your profile review cycle. When you want to review all those things, any conversion rate, etc. That's it from the profile. The same profile history will be available at your account level and available at your site level also. Tax profile will be available at header level, site level. Account won't have tax profile. Okay, save and close. Go to account. Now profile, we'll start from the profile class. Same profile class is available here, all those options, and relationship also available here, same both options available here. Now communication, see, as I told, account level you doesn't have tax profile, only site or header level, either give at my customer or at my site level. Communication, you can add what is the contact number, what is the middle name of him, communication related tab, you can edit contacts and add it. Coming to the payment, what is your default receipt method, what is, any credit card are they using, customer bank account, we saw, right? Supplier bank account, same, no more difference is there, same page. Your supplier bank account and your customer bank account will be similar. These are called as the external bank accounts, right? Allow international payments, account, country, bank and branch, IBAN, all the same option, nothing different, same one. Now this one again, bank account transfers, again your debit authorization. See, what is debit authorization? In AP supply we are on transmission setups, right? Automatically when I make payments, it should hit my bank server and payment should be transferred to the supply. This is debit authorization. What is debit authorization? What we are doing in AR, we are getting amount, we have to deduct amount from the customer, right? Debit authorization is simple. When you get a loan, you are signing a debit authorization document and will give to the your loan provider. They are authorized to debit the amount month on month from your account, right? That is called as debit authorization. We will define all those things here, and it is again integrated. Okay, nothing we have to do. So that's it about your account level setup. Save and close. Going to site level. Same payment details will be available at site level also. Same communication also we can give at site level. Profile history and same tax profile. Same options are available. How, according to your business requirement, how you are fitting into this model of your customer is your key task. Okay, in EBS they may have garbage of customer. Okay, what they will do, you know, in EBS, if they're creating a customer for TCS. They'll create TCS. If you want to create multiple sites means custom TCS, they are supplying from India, they are supplying from Singapore, they are supplying from Netherlands. They will create 3 customers, not sites. They will create 3 customers. TCS 1, TCS 2, TCS Netherlands, TCS. That is not required actually. Put your other customer. Your customer is single guy. Your site differs in different country. Create a different country site. That's it. Provide the address for each and every site. Alright. So this and all a big cleaning validation. Initially your clients will be saying we will provide a very cleansed data, etc., everything. After project goes on, they understood the workload on this. They will say we load it now, after go live we will cleanse. This is what happens, I've seen. But it's always recommended to cleanse and come into fusion. That's why you are into fusion. Same garbage, dumping the same garbage of customers into fusion is not recommended. Okay, now coming to build to ship to. If I click ship to, I cannot see reference account. It's gone. Build to means I can see the reference accounts, right? You have seen this reference account in transaction type. You have seen this reference account in memo line. You have seen this reference account now in customer site. If you set to site level, system will check accounting at 1 second. System will check accounting at your this level. If nothing has been provided here, your auto accounting cannot pick your accounting, and you cannot complete your transaction. That's it. So that's it about your customer case. Any doubts in customer? Tomorrow we will load through FBDI. There are 2 different FBDIs. One is 4 sheet and another is 9 sheet. Both will be covered. Any doubts in customer? No doubts. Okay. So guys, that's it for our today's topic. Thank you for joining. Any doubts, let me know, or else we can close the session for the day. Ganesh, Morgan, Ganesh, anyone?
So far, no, master. Thanks.
Sure.
Yes, fine. Morgan,
No, sir.
fine. Okay. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you for joining. Morgan, that 0 line I will come back by this week. When I get time, I'll check that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you guys. Just see, AR might be an bigger module, more setups, more concepts. But try to practice this. You will feel it very simpler. Okay. It's one important module, AR also. It's good module. More transactions, more volumes will be there in your AR modules. See, supplier AP invoice you will have less. You will purchase only less raw materials. But coming to customer only, there will be more customer, right? You will more so AR module will have large number of volume of AR invoice to. When you go to data migration, you will have large number of invoice to be uploaded, migrated. You will have large number of customers to be uploaded. So it's always better to learn the key concepts in AR.